Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth. Cande out, of course. Big weekend for her. Sunday, the big wedding of her oldest son, Casey. We wish them all very, very well and a good time. Couple things. We'll go through a bunch of stories here. First, some national days. It's National Cherries Jubilee Day. The dessert that you pour brandy over and set on fire, yes. It is National Brave Day, where women lift each other up. Women supporting women, National Brave Day. It is National Gay Men's HIV/AIDS Awareness Day, always the last Friday in September. And a great thing to think about, and a lot of events today surrounding that. And it is National Punctuation Day. I am a big proponent of punctuation. I do not like when people don't use punctuation. And as you can tell from the way I talk, I use a lot of exclamation points in my emails. So, and the dots, I use the ... Got to put the commas in there. Very important. Punctuation, very, very important. This is just a wild story. Maybe not as wild as the second story, but a man stabbed someone at a McDonald's in New York City because his coffee was too sweet. He was complaining to a security guard about the sweetness, and another customer made the mistake of stepping in. The two customers started brawling. It went outside. The guy who complained about the sweetness whipped out a knife, stabbed the other guy. It was a minor injury, luckily. The guy with the knife ran off, still has not been caught. Now, that's not the worst fast food issue this week. Last Saturday, a woman was waiting in line at Chipotle in Philadelphia. The store shut its registers because it was understaffed. So the remaining customers were told they'd have to place their orders through the app. Well, the lady wasn't having any of that. She pulled out a gun and said if they didn't make her food, there'd be a problem. The employees went ahead and made her burrito. She left after getting her order. The police are still looking for her. We don't know if she paid for it or not. It's interesting. Now, should you pull a gun at a fast food restaurant? No, of course you shouldn't. But I will say, to any restaurant that is understaffed and considering shutting registers and shutting their doors while there are people inside, the proper thing to do would and I've never run a restaurant, although I did manage a Carvel, so maybe that's where this comes from. You go to the front door, you take the key to the door, lock the door. Don't let anyone else in. Serve the people that are already inside waiting in line, and then shut down your registers. You may not want to shut the registers while there are people standing there in your restaurant. Just a little tip. Lock the doors first, okay? A couple, and yes, we used to do that at Carvel. Like if I'm working at Carvel till like 11 o'clock at night in the summer, and there's, people coming in, 10:55 or so, you lock that door. That's it. You locked it. You can't get in. Whoever's in is in, and then we'll let you out one at a time. A couple in Iowa, Sam and Madison Waldron, got married last month. There's a video going viral because Sam's autistic brother was the best man, and he gave a great speech. It was about social anxiety and how he's terrified to get up in front of all those people. But then he talked for 5 minutes, cracked jokes, made people cry, and got a standing ovation. You got to check it out. The website emergencyrv.org gives donated RVs to people who've lost their homes to natural disasters. They've given away over 100 RVs to wildfire victims, including a volunteer firefighter who lost his home in August. What a great thing. This is like a movie. A 46-year-old guy in England ran into a burning apartment last week, saved an 84-year-old woman, her son, and their little dog. Seconds after he got them out, the place exploded. How about that? Some good stuff for people to end the week with. We, again, have to out loud wish Cande and her family a great wedding for her oldest son, KC, this weekend on Sunday. Ceremony is like 3, 4 o'clock, and then the party afterwards. So if you're sitting around watching some football or out picking pumpkins, give Cande a quick thought in your mind. We'll get all the details next week when she returns, I believe, Wednesday. Want to say Wednesday. As for everyone else, have a great, safe, enjoyable weekend. I'll be here till noon, hanging out. And then tomorrow, My Country Live, Saturday night, 8 to 10 p.m. Excited to be here. Our special guests, Jason Aldean, Carrie Underwood, many others. 8 o'clock tomorrow, presented by AARP Long Island. And then we get ready for the big show next week, Eli Young Band. Remember, one more time, text EYB to the number 631-676-7496. 676-7496. We will pick some winners, give out some tickets. Great show next week at Mulcahy's, and we will enjoy. Everyone have a great weekend. My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.